Hi, it's Barb, Maple PhD, and as an astronomer, I see the universe in everything that I do, including board games. And in this series of video, I am looking at the board game mechanisms as listed on Board Game Geek, and taking a look and seeing what they reminding me of in the universe and the tools that we use to study it. This time we're taking a look at game end bonuses. This is a mechanism in games where you get a bonus at the end of the game for meeting certain conditions. One game that uses this is Arc Nova. At the beginning of a game, players get 2 game end bonus cards. There's a certain point in the game where they have to discard one of them and just go all in on the other one. And then at the end of the game, they look at their bonus and see if they have met some conditions and get points based on that. These can be things like, the number of herbivores that you've put in your park or the number of different regions that you represent. Another game that uses game end bonuses is Underwater Cities. In this game, players need to play out a card during the course of the game in order to get that bonus at the end. These can be things like selling your goods at a higher rate than you would get normally at the end of the game, or maybe getting points for having the most of a certain kind of structure. Now in astronomy, game end bonuses made me think about a couple of types of nebulae. These are ones that form at the end of a star's life, kind of like a bonus. So for a massive star, one that tips the scales at 8 times the mass of our sun or more, they're going to have a spectacular end to their life. When they run out of fuel, their core is going to collapse and their outer layers are going to be blown off into their surroundings. That material is going to run into their surroundings and create a beautiful nebula known as a supernova remnant. Basically, the leftovers of this supernova. Another type of nebula forms with stars like our sun. So our sun is going to have a much quieter end to its existence. It's going to run out of fuel, and at that point, its outer layers are going to be blown off into their surroundings, leaving behind a white dwarf. Those outer layers are going to be seen by others, hopefully, and we call them planetary nebula. Even though they have nothing to do with planets. In fact, at the centers of these, you're going to find a white dwarf with a beautiful array of gas and dust that's just gorgeous to look at. So for me, these 2 types of nebulae represent a bonus at the end of a star's life. So the next time you're playing a game and you're cashing in your game end bonuses, take just a moment to pretend that instead of points, you are creating a beautiful nebula for someone's telescope to find in the future. Thanks for joining me. I will be continuing this random walk through the Board Game Geek mechanisms over time, so be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you know when my new videos come out. And leave in the comments below if you have any questions about the games or the science that I discussed here, or let me know what your favorite game with game end bonuses are. You can find me on the internet as Maple PhD on Instagram and Twitter, and I have a blog at maplephd.com. I'll see you next time. Instagram and Twitter. I have a blog at maplephd.com, and that's it.